Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing Attack on Titan. This is Season 3, Episode 8. Last time around, a lot happened. We are continuously getting a lot of information, a lot of misinformation from certain characters, and it's very difficult to, figure out what's true and what's not true and exactly how everything fits together, but we are getting more and more and more, and slowly and surely we can hopefully start to put all the puzzle pieces together. But at least, just when it comes to exactly what went down inside the last one, in broad strokes, we had Levi's squad and with Hanji, and they moved in there, whatever you want to call the place, under the chapel, started fighting and killing off, some of these people from Kenny's squad, from the former interior military police thing, after the whole coup. Like, how does that all? Anyway, there's so many questions. But they moved in. It looked like Hanji at least, got injured. They're gonna move from that one room to the next room where the Kenny's forces, they pulled back and they put up some sort of net or something. Like they certainly have a plan. And then everything that's going on with Eren and Historia and Lord Reiss and Kenny as well, he certainly intervened. And it all ended with Historia actually saying, no, you know what? Screw this. I'm not going to go along. I'm not going to do what you want me to, Dad. And I'm just going to fuck this whole thing up. And went to free Eren, who was, Eren was the other side of things where he was just like, fuck it, eat me. Like, I'm clearly standing in the way of things here. So he's also confused, just as confused as we are probably. But then the syringe there that Historia was supposed to inject herself with, she knocked it out of her father's hand. It broke, and he kind of lost his mind. But then he licked it up and turned into a fucking titan in the end. And we talked a little bit about how does that work with just licking it up when it's supposed to be injected, and we had one of those, info interludes with information that's available for public knowledge with syringes and the Titan powers. And we thought that maybe it was supposed to be injected into the spinal fluid or something, or there
Into
is
the spine, yeah.
into the spine, but there is spinal fluid in it as well. And either way, he became a titan when he licked it up, and someone pointed out to us in the comments on Patreon that Kenny he put a knife in Lord Reiss's mouth and kind of moved it around. So if he got cut in his mouth, which he did because he was bleeding, then it could enter the bloodstream in that way. But still a few questions there again with the questions, so many of them, but we are getting answers. Sorry, that's a lot of talking. I'm sorry. I just, to get back into things, and just because sometimes we can't watch a lot of episodes in a row, and today, for example, we can only watch one, and it was the same with the previous episode. We'd only watch one episode that day, so it's just me trying to get my head, mindset, headspace, like, back into things, and trying to think along those very confusing Attack on Titan lines again. So I'm sorry about that, but if you're ready, which I guess you are.
Yes, I just got my booster, so I'm a bit woozy. Starting to, it's like the side effects are starting to get to me. Amongst other things, I have a little bit of blurry vision, so I might be squinting a lot.
All right.
Now you know.
Fair enough. The usual cat disclaimer. I don't know if we've had any of those in a little while.
No, everything's been going great for a while, and then
booster. Yeah. All right, but let's do it. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for Attack on Titan at the moment, where we are several episodes ahead. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. And let's go. Outside the walls of Orvud district. It's been a while since we've had like a
Long.
title.
Yeah.
Oh, you used all of it? Damn.
Oh yeah.
No, I think everyone's screwed.
Yeah.
So what is his Titan form going to look like?
Oh, kind of like him.
It's an opening.
Oh.
Oh shit. Oh! Good catch! Topless wimp.
Because of the cut?
Or maybe just because he's not wearing
Oh
anything.
yeah, sure.
That's way bigger than the colossal. Excuse me?
Yeah.
How big?
Yeah,
is...
I thought. Yeah.
Holy fuck! Get out of there, all of you! Now's not the time to.
なんだ悲劇の英雄気分か初めてってわけじゃねえだろこんなの別に慣れたかねえんですけどね毎度お前にばかりすまなく思うが好きな方を選べ
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I knew.
Oh shit!
Yeah. He's gonna do what he didn't do last time.
Yeah.
自分を信じること
Oh. What the? Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, you guys are screwed.
How big is that underneath?
The whole place?
Yeah,
It's
like it's.
quite big, apparently. Not as big as whatever Lord Reiss is turning into. Whoa!
Holy guacamole, that's a big thing.
Hey, there's Evan and the rest. Just in time. Twice as big as... Susume! Fuck yes. Why not? Oh. Oh, oh.
Oh.
Well done, man. Fucking saved them. Looks really cool though. That's what I call hardening.
お前を巨人から切り離してもこの巨人は消えてねえ結構なことじゃねえか
Mhm.
そうだ俺とっさに鎧の瓶を飲み込んで巨人にまあ構造自体はデタラメだが実際あの壁もこうして立ったんだ
Yeah.
これでウォールマリアの穴を塞ぐことが可能になったそうすればうちの地下室を調べられる
Finally.
でも親父の正体は
There might be some information about that as well.
おかげでみんな助かりましたでも正直言うとあなたが泣きわめきながら気持ち悪い走り方で飛び出したあの瞬間は
Okay, we get it, Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
おい
Oi.
行くぞあのクソでかい巨人を追う
Big ass Titan. Is that the name of that one then?
That's gonna be the name, yeah. Big ass Titan.
Yeah. We got Armored Titan, Colossal Titan, Big ass Titan. Oh, and Beast Titan. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Where is he going even? What the shit?
It's a bit like a centipede.
Yeah, like the way it's moving across the... Wow, and setting fire to everything.
みんなよくやってくれた報告することは5万とあるがまずあの巨人はロッド・レイスだ
Mm-hmm.
ウォールシーナに戻るあのクソでかいのを そこまで進ませるってことか。
正確にはオルブドクだ。
Ah.
奴の進路はおそらくそこに向かっている。
So what's in that district?
Is it just the closest or
Wow.
evacuate? What the fuck? It's so freaking weird looking.
初代王曰くこれが真の平和だって面白いことを考えてるじゃないか。
これをあの巨人に食わせればロトレイスは人間に戻ります。初代王の洗脳を解く。これに成功すりゃ人類が助かる道は見えてくると。
What? Are you just gonna force him to do your bidding, or how are you?
彼をどう拘束しようと人類の記憶を改ざんされたら終わりです。今のロットレイスがエレンを食べてまともに元に戻るのかってことした。
Exactly.
何一つ確証がないしね。人類にとって千載一遇の好機なんです。あなたのお父さんは初代王から私たち人類を救おうとした。姉さんから始祖の巨人の力を奪いレイス家の子供たちを殺害したのもそれだけの選択を課せられたから。
Seems like it, yeah. And then he sacrificed himself.
そう、レイス家の血がなくてもきっと人類を救う手立てはある。だからエレンに地下室の鍵を託
That
した。
answer might actually be in the basement.
地下室ってあれですね。つまり大事ですよね。ああ、私もそっちの選択に賛成だけどいいのかいヒストリア。君のお父さんを殺すほかなくなる。
Yep. How do you defeat something that big?
礼拝堂の地下で私は巨人になったあなたを殺そうと本気で思った。お父さんが間違ってないって信じたかった。お父さんに嫌われたくなかった。でももうお別れしないと。
Yes.
She's such a strong person
Yeah.
with everything she's been through.
So what's in this district?
I don't know if there's anything specific.
Since he was going for it.
Might just be the closest.
ヒストリア、言い忘れていたが、
Or maybe not.
お前にやってもらうことがこの戦いが終わったら、お前は正当な王位継承者として女王になれ。
Oh, that's a big ask.
Yeah.
ヒストリアはようやくレイス家から離れて自分を取り戻したわけで、なのにまたお仕着せの役目を与えるのはつまり。
わかりました。心配してくれてありがとう。でもお仕着せにするかどうかは結局自分次第なんだって。
Yeah. You have a choice.
女王になったらあのチビを殴ってやればいい。
ロッドレイス巨人の現在の位置が分かりました。やはり夜明け頃にオルブドクに到達する見込みです。
エルヴィン団長、君の復案を聞かせてもらおうか。
Yeah.
避難はさせません。
You what?
何？
Nani?
住人にはこのままオルブドクに留まってもらいます。
What's the play here? Don't end. Fuck you. Oh man.
You know you can't like.
No. Every time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay. So that was episode 8, and how many do we have like in the first
12, right?
part? Yeah, 12 episodes. We got 4 episodes left in this first part of season 3. So
Probably 4 episodes of taking down that big ass titan.
the big ass Titan, yeah, Rod Reiss himself, and Historia's on board. They're all on board. Erwin has some sort of plan that involves the citizens of this district, or at least he wants them to stay put. So is he like betting on being able to sort of divert the big ass Titan somewhere, or what is the plan? But let's just, as per usual, start from the beginning of the episode. We left on a cliffhanger, got back in there, and Reiss was still becoming a Titan at this point. We didn't know when we started the episode that what he was going to turn into and how big that thing was going to be. And there was, with the Levi squad trying to get into the room, and all of a sudden there was an opening, and they could get in behind Eren and try to free him. And at first, Eren was still very much in the mindset of just leave me here. I deserve to be eaten, and very hung up on everything that Lord Reiss said in the previous episode about what Grisha did and why and all that. But thankfully, you know, he has good people around him, like a good crew of people, like all of the ones that we've gotten to know so far. Like they've really become a tight knit unit, and they've been through so freaking much. So I love the camaraderie there. That even if you have someone in the group like Eren who's breaking down with all the pressure and everything, and it's understandable why he sort of breaks down from time to time, but having these people there to sort of pick him up, and then Levi being like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do this to you again, and I keep doing this to you, but you're gonna have to make a choice here, just like last time. Like it's on you, man. And Eren has, you know, in those sort of situations, he's made mistakes before, and he's been like, okay, I'll do whatever you guys think is right, and never mind what I want to do. But in this one, he sort of pivoted there, and he grabbed the armor bottle, and he just fucking went for it and did something that he wasn't able to do up until this point. But they've been practicing doing just that with the hardening ability that they wanted to use to the pluck up Wall Maria? Yeah. Maria. So that they can get back to this fucking basement. Now they couldn't really do that successfully. But now he did it. It looked pretty damn cool. He saved all of them from like the collapsing of the caves down there. It was just really well done. Really well done. Good on you, Eren. We did loot like some of the people that was then trapped down there. We didn't see what happened to Kenny, and I'm fairly certain he survived, right? Because his story is not over. Like we still got this whole Ackerman side plot thing going on, and trying to figure out how that all fits together.
Yeah, and it would be kind of weird that you introduce a character that seems so badass and so
important.
feared and kind of important, and then you basically write him out again in, I don't know, less than 10 episodes. So
True, yeah. Kenny's gonna survive, but I think his team there, it's over for them.
It is a good deal of it, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't see the blonde woman. I'm sorry, what was her name? Kevin, something. Cavern. I don't know if she survived either. I kind of like her dedication, at least, to her squad and her leader there, I guess.
And she seemed smart, like
I was curious about, like, is this gonna be another big-ish side character? But if she doesn't survive, then sort of a moot point. But Kenny's gonna survive at least, and Hanji, thankfully, also survived. Wasn't really. It's not that we thought that she was going to die or anything like that, but it was good to see that they got out of there quick. Levi sent Moblit and Armin out with Hanji, and he's just it's such a good squad all of a sudden, and they work really well together. But we get to the surface now, and Evan and the others, they have arrived to witness this big ass Titan just come out of the ground and then start crawling with the face just still like half buried into the ground, and like just the look of it, the way it was moving, it was so disturbing.
It was a little bit like if you've seen Spirited Away.
Yeah.
And that when
I know which character you're thinking about.
I only know what it's No Face, right? It's called No Face. At some point, No Face gets very big, and it gets like
sort of insect-like in the way that it's crawling and moving, and just
yeah,
disturbing as
yeah,
well.
and
So I
then,
get why this reminds you of that.
and also the way that when she then poisons No Face, the way that it's like starts to drag when it's, yeah, and it kind of spills. I don't. I don't know. But it drags and it's kind of disgusting. As you say, it's like almost like animalistic in a way that is kind of crawling.
Yeah. Definitely. And here, same deal. I still can't get over the fact just how big it is, how big Reiss became when he went into the Titan form.
Yeah, because the first thing apparently when a Titan transform is basically the spine shoots up.
Yeah.
And shoots out, and that just kept on going. Like the spine just kept on going, like what the hell?
Yeah, it's got a really long body as well, and then these long limbs that's just like pushing it just through the ground while it's moving.
And the way that it doesn't have skin in the same way, like most of the Titans, they have like skin, and they kind of look like people, right? In a way, yeah.
There's very human qualities about the Titan so far, even though they have different looks and sometimes like different skin or armor or whatever's going on, and we've seen those differences there. But this one, together with the Beast Titan, I would say, even though the Beast Titan has monkey qualities, which in turn is, just kind of human primate qualities and looks and all that, and it was able to talk. And this is the first one we've seen that's like, it really, really feels different at this moment in time, at least. And I don't know what, like, when can it stand up even? Or like, how does that work? And why? Is it just is it just the closest district, this Orvud district, or is there, as you said, like a specific reason why Reiss is going for that district? Is he even like 100% in control? Does he have any sort of agency of, like, with what he's doing, or is he just in mindless Titan mode? I don't know, man. And how are they going to defeat it?
That's the most important
That's
question.
the most important question. But they're all committed to doing it. And Historia stepped up big time in this episode.
Yeah, I got a lot of respect for her.
It's, wow, yeah. Because growing up like she has, we've seen that. We've seen those flashbacks. We saw like how she was treated by her real mother, and being hidden away and then hidden away again, and being this new person, but also having Frida in her life, but she was never able to remember it. And now finally she's with real family again, a place of belonging. But her father is who he is. It's very difficult for her, and that's what makes it so much more like impressive that she decided to be like, no, I'm gonna go against this.
Well, I do understand the whole feeling of like belonging and finally getting her father back, and she also kind of said it that, well, she just wanted to do good by her father, like she wanted to be, she wanted to have a father and wanted to do.
Yeah, it's very understandable.
But again, she never had a relationship with him. She was always hidden away, and when he first came into her life, it was 5 years ago, and then basically he was kind of responsible for seeing her, like experiencing her mother die, and then he was like, okay, hide her away again, and then suddenly he just came out of nowhere and took her back. A couple of days passed at this point, or 1 day, I don't know. It's a very short time, and even though, like, I think it's definitely a big thing. Definitely. It's not I'm trying to tone down or trying to take that away from her or anything like that. It's still a big thing, but I think the reason why it was perhaps a little bit more easy for Historia to kind of like
go against her family, and
because she never really had a relationship with him. Also, hearing about him and that whole god thing and everything, like, she suddenly realized, well, he's not a good guy and I don't really have a relationship with him, so maybe it doesn't, like, if that's what's needed of me, I will do it, and I can probably live with.
Yeah, like at first she thought, or it seemed like her going against her father's wishes, that in her mind she was going against humanity and becoming an enemy of humanity. She wanted to be an ally to Eren, and I at least saw that as a, even though what you're saying might be the truth, Dad, and you want to do the best for humanity, I don't want to do this. I think you are just using whatever you're saying to stay in control. And even if you staying in control is the best for humanity, it's not the best for me. And I'm going to go against it. Then if that makes me an enemy to humanity, so fucking be it.
Yeah, and I think we also, like, it was a nice point when we kind of like, I'm saying we, but the team, when they were going back to the wall and the city and everything, they talked about, like, they tried to post-analyze, like, analyze the whole situation and try to talk what just happened.
Yeah, what did we just learn?
Yeah. And I can't remember who said it, but someone said along the lines of, yeah, well, you want to keep the peace, but it's a really weird way of keeping the peace.
Yeah,
like,
is this really what's going on right now? What has been going on the past 100 years? Is that what peace looks like?
Yeah,
no, thank you.
Yeah, well, it's like, but I think it's kind of like also acknowledges that they have another perspective. Like they think this is peace, right? And I think a lot of, for example, I'm sorry, this is probably a way out there comparison, but like, for example, a dictator. I think most dictators think that what they're doing is what's best for everyone.
Maybe they just at least convince themselves that what they're doing is best for everyone.
Yeah, and that's the way to peace.
Yeah, and that's, when it comes to storytelling, that's how you, at least in many cases, that's how you write a good bad guy. Like, they are convinced that what they're doing is what's best for everyone.
Yeah.
And
they feel righteous.
No one's a villain in their own story, really. And same goes for the Reiss family. Like, they probably really convinced themselves that this is the way to move forward, and humanity, they need someone or something to contain and govern them, and something to worship, and we can be that, and we have those godlike abilities, so we'll keep on doing what is needed. But no, Historia broke away from it and even said, all right, I'll do my part if that's the next thing, me becoming a queen to kind of legitimize this coup you guys just did, then that's what's going to happen. Yeah. I do have one condition though. So still like taking ownership of her own decisions and her own life, and not just following along because that's what others are saying, but she can really see why we need to move in this direction, and she can then do what is needed to be done later on, because it is her choice in the end. And then, same with Eren, the whole thing about choices. And yeah, I like that stuff. I like it.
And I also think maybe she's a good, like, she'll be a good queen. She just said when she was trying to unlock Eren, that she was like, well, it hurts me when people feel like they don't,
exactly,
they don't belong, or they're not needed, or they're useless, or they're not wanted. All that
fight for the little guy, like the symbolic little guy, like the people who don't have anything in life or need help, or been through something, or it's just being there for. Sorry.
Yeah, it was like, because I think what she said was what we saw Ymir, but I don't think, like, I think she said something along the lines of being there for people who, like, when people say they're not needed, that's when it hurts the most.
Yeah.
And I know that feeling, and she knows that feeling, and I think that's really, like,
it's a good quality.
Yeah.
And definitely was when she was saying that, I'm a bad person and I'm the enemy of humanity, and then her saying that right after, it's like, well, that just disproves what you just called yourself. Like that you're not a bad person, and someone with those qualities, being in charge or being a leader, a queen, doesn't sound half bad. So let's just cross fingers that is actually the direction that we're heading in with the story, but
And
a lot can still go wrong.
yeah, and sometimes hardships, because you said it. Historia has been through so much in her life.
Yeah.
So many hardships, and sometimes hardships, they mold us in a good way. Like it becomes like it makes us aware of others. It makes us aware of pain, and gives us perspective and introspective as well. And it's very like, it's horrible that we have to go through all of this, but sometimes it's actually like you become a better person for it. At least that's what I feel like most people suffering, they will, yeah, they
become stronger in the end, or at least if they can pull through to the other side, it can strengthen them.
At least they will become more empathetic and perhaps better people when it comes to like other people.
Yeah, exactly. To me, that's a strength as well.
Absolutely.
Very much a strength. I know some people say, "Oh, it's a weakness to care so much about others all the time," and I'd say no, because that's really, really fucking difficult. And going through life, just trying to care for everyone and everything around you, and always do the right thing. That is so fucking difficult, because it's hard choices and yeah. But that's some of the stuff that we're just getting in this amazing series, and it's really starting those thoughts and connections and conversations about stuff like that. So I'm just we've said it many times, but damn, this is good storytelling, and cannot wait to see what happens next. Do you have anything you want to add to this one?
I don't think so.
There might be some stuff that we missed or we didn't talk about, but
it's bound to happen.
It's bound to happen with everything that's going on at the moment in this story. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this reaction and review of Attack on Titan Season 3 Episode 8. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and we'll see you as soon as possible. Bye.
Bye.